Hi everyone, welcome to S4 Science. I'm Sharanya Rajesh. Here we are going to discuss about the transportation in animals. We have already discussed about the digestive system, human being, right? Respiratory system, everything, right? So after the digestion, the complex molecule will be converted into simpler molecules. Now the simpler molecule will be absorbed into the blood, right? So now this absorbed, that nutrients are there in the blood near to that small intestine region. Right, it is needed for each and every cell of our body, right? Then only that glucose can be combined with the oxygen and it can be utilized for respiration purpose. That means the nutrients has to be transported into different parts of our body, right? How it is actually taking place, that we have to know. So that's actually here we are going to learn in transportation, right? इसके अलावा we know that the respiration time there are gaseous substance like oxygen which is needed for the respiration, cellular respiration. The oxygen has to reach in each cell, then only they can carry out the cellular respiration, right? तो वो oxygen कैसे आता है? That's also by through that system a transportation medium is there through which that oxygen is reaching in different parts of that cell, right? So how all these processes taking place, that we are going to discuss now, right? So here the process of transporting absorbed food, water, respiratory gases and also the removal of the waste material, right? That's all together we will name, right? In that the process is named as the circulation, right? So what do you mean by circulation? It is transportation. In plants we will simply name it as simply transportation, right? Because there is no special system for their transportation. Here we have some special system that's called the circulatory system for specially meant for transportation, right? So the transporting of the absorbed food, water, respiratory gases, along with that the waste products, all the substance from one place to another, right, in an animal body, then the process is named as circulation, right? Now the circulatory system, I told that there is a special system for this, that's called circulatory system. For human beings, circulatory system has actually the three main parts is there, right? What are the three main parts? There is a pumping organ is there, that means you can see that if we want to transport water, right, and that na fourth floor of a building, right? आपको पता है that na पानी नीचे से, right? So कुएं से आती है, that has to be that na reached in that fourth floor. तो क्या करेगा? It will not, as such it will not go. Diffusion, osmosis कुछ भी काम नहीं करेगा ना उधर. So they need something to pump that वो pressure में वो ऊपर तक जा सकते. So there must be a motor, right? हमारे पानी, right? हर एक building में, हर एक घर में you can see that there will be motor, right? So that motor is actually, right, pumping that water into the fourth floor, different floor, right? Then we will get through that pump and there will be pipes through which that water is pumping, that now going, transporting in one place to another, right? So here you can see that we will also having a pumping organ that's called heart. Normally you know that lower part mein the blood can as such go, right? Because lower part mein obviously it will go, but upper part mein it has to be pumped, right? And from lower part it has to reach in the upper part also. वो भी that na it has to be pumped back. So there must be a pumping organ who is regulating all this transportation. वो circulation को control करने के लिए there must be a pumping organ which will be continuously pump, right, that blood in throughout our body. तो हमारा body है building, उसके अंदर motor है वो heart और there will be pipes through which that water is transporting. Here you can see that the medium, the water, it is blood and the pipes are actually the blood vessels. So comparing that we can see that a pumping organ हमारे body में वो heart है, blood vessels will be there through which that water is pumping, right? Here that is actually the blood is pumping, वो that na channel of pumping, that is actually the arteries and veins. These are the main type of blood vessel. There are capillaries also, but the main two types of blood vessels are arteries and veins, right? Now there must be circulatory medium, what we have to pump, in which all these things have to be dissolved, and that will be सिर्फ पानी नहीं है, right? So in the case of I am telling here simply not blood, right? In that blood the food must be there, that will be similar molecule of food must be there, water will be there, and along with that there will be respiratory oxygen, the carbon dioxide, waste products, everything will be transported, right? So it has to dissolve in that pumping medium, right, the circulatory medium. So here the circulatory medium is the blood, and another type of circulatory medium is there, that is called the lymph. that also we will discuss, right? So we will discuss one by one what all these things, what are the structure and what is their function, right? First हम discuss करने वाले the pumping medium, the blood. Blood के बारे में discuss करेगा. Then that all the things. Then we will go for that arteries and why the blood vessel. Then we will go for the structure of heart and all, right? So what do you mean by blood? Class 9 we have learned that blood is a fluid connective tissue. Obviously it is connecting different parts of organs. Different parts of organ it is actually connecting, right? So blood is the fluid connective tissue which is have the capacity to flow. That's why it is fluid in nature, right? So if we are dividing the overall components of blood, we can divide into two special parts. There must be solid component and there must be a liquid component, right? So the solid component consists of all the blood vessels and the liquid component consists of that the water part, that means watery, the fluid part which is called the plasma and all other parts, right? So here you can see that solid component which is actually only 40 to 45% of that blood, alright. So we can say that the 40 to 45% blood cells actually consist of this solid component, right? And you can see that there are different types of blood cells are there, which is the RBC, WBC and platelets. RBC, red blood corpuscles or red blood cells. WBC, white blood corpuscles or the white blood cells, and platelets, right? So there are three different types of blood cells out there. So we can say solid component is actually 40 to 40% of blood cells. That's actually constituted the solid component. What about the liquid component? Liquid component 55 to 60%, right? That means if you are taking the blood, overall 55 to 60% liquid component or remaining 40-45% में solid component. What is that solid component? That solid component is the blood cells. Here, what is the liquid component? The name of that liquid component is that plasma, which is the fluid portion actually, right? And what is actually the plasma consist of? Plasma consists of 91 to 92% of water. That means 3/4 नहीं है, उसके भी ऊपर की that quantity में there is water is there, and there will be a 10% of plasma protein. Plasma protein in the sense there are different type of organic proteins are there. You can see that globulin, albumin जैसा बहुत सारी type of proteins are there. That is the organic component, we can say that. And there must be some inorganic minerals will also be there, hormones will be there, and along with that some clotting factor, right? जो हमारे like fibrinogen, some other filaments and all other clotting factor is also present in this plasma. We are not going in detail of that what are the components, but generally we can say that plasma में 90-91%, that means 91 to 92% of water ही है. उसके साथ साथ प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन्स प्रेजेंट है, हार्मोन्स प्रेजेंट है, और इवन वी कैन से दैट क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर इज देयर आर different things are there, right? So this is the general idea of that, the components of the blood. Right? Now we are going to discuss about that detailed idea of each cell, right? So first one we are going to discuss here RBC. RBC क्या है? RBC means red blood cells, है ना? Red blood corpuscles बोलती है, red blood cells we can simply say that, right? So इसके अंदर why? What is the shape of that RBC? RBC actually they are spherical in shape, right? Spherical, not spherical actually. You can, if you are checking like that, sphere like structure है, but actual इसका structure है, it is actually biconcave nature. ऐसे होते हैं if you are checking that RBC structure, right? Why? Because it is enucleated, right? It doesn't have any nucleus. When it become mature, RBC में nucleus नहीं होती है, तो इसलिए इसके बीच की पोर्शन इसे दबा हुआ होती है. So that will feel that a biconcave, दोनों साइड से biconcave जैसा फील होती है. So RBC biconcave की structure है, and it is having a red color, right? So this red color is because it is having a pigment which is called the hemoglobin. Short में HB. You can write it. That is a hemoglobin. We already discussed what is the function of hemoglobin, right? This hemoglobin specially present in RBC because it has the red color, right? So what is the function of this hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is specialized for the carrying transportation or the carrying the oxygen, right? तो hemoglobin oxygen के साथ combine करके oxy hemoglobin बनकर blood से wherever it needed it will go. So the main function of RBC is that's actually the transport of oxygen, right? Who is doing that? The HB in the RBC is doing that, right? Now, and another name of RBCs are erythrocytes, right? Erythrocytes. Now WBC. WBC, the name itself, white blood cells, right? White, that means leuco. So we can say that it is known as leukocytes, right? So इसका क्या function है? This that mainly they are, WBC is known as the what will say, soldiers of our body. That means ये protect करती है. Soldiers की function क्या है? It will protect, right? So here they will provide protection against the disease by engulfing the bacteria and all other foreign particles. जैसे कि engulfing means उसको engulf करती है ना, that means there is a special process, that is cell eating, phagocytosis, right? So कोई सा भी bacteria or any foreign particles, if it is not needed for that cell, it will go there, and these are actually WBC. Different types of WBC are there, like macrophages and all. No need to go in detail of that, but you have to understand what is that. So these will engulf that particle, that is through phagocytosis, and it will protect that cell from all these infections, all diseases, right? So, and another way is that this WBC will provide antibodies against the antigen, the foreign substance. If it is entering into our body, it is what we say, invading pathogen or anything, right? So our WBC, it will provide antibody against that. So that is actually, if it is an infection or anything, antibody it will provide. So all these means it is actually protecting our own body, right? So these are the soldiers of our body, which will protect our body from all the infections and all other, right? So if a person having very good immunity, then they will have that very, what to say, resistive power against all these diseases and all. So WBC is the soldiers of our body, right? So here, next type of, the third type of blood cells are the platelets, otherwise known as the thrombocytes, right? Thrombocytes, it's very important in the blood clotting, right? The action of blood clotting. That means if any cut or wound, anything happen, right? The platelets will make a mesh-like structure there, and it will make the blood clot so that the blood will not flow out, right? So that means normally blood clot नहीं हो रही है तो सारे blood वापस बाहर निकलेगा, and it will cause that person to die, right? तो what is actually doing, this platelets उधर जाके जो कोई सा भी wound वगैरह हो रही है उधर जाके एक mesh जैसा, जाले जैसे बनाएगी, and it will make a clot there, so that inner की blood it will be protected, it will not flow out. So the blood clotting, right? Who is responsible for that? That the platelets is actually responsible for this process, right? So here we have discussed about all the different types of blood cells in somewhat detail. Not in detail. You have enough classes. In higher classes, you will go in detail of that. So we have discussed that the platelets are actually responsible for the blood clotting, right? So now what is actually blood clotting, right? Blood clotting क्या है? जब इंजरी होती है हमारी बॉडी से ब्लीडिंग शुरू होती है ना, so injury होती है, it starts bleeding, right? So by bleeding, because of that bleeding, there will be loss of blood will be there, right? But maximum blood को हमको the loss of blood will be there. We have to actually minimize the loss of blood, right? ज़्यादा blood बाहर जाएगा तो obviously we will feel fatigue, right? Tiredness feel हो जाएगा, and it can lead to the death of that person. So whatever the loss will be there, that must be minimized, right? So what we will do, right? So you can easily understand, if a pipe pumping, motor is pumping, and through the pipe the water is moving, in between कोई भी leakage आ जाती है, वो pumping की pressure, right? what is loss हो जाती है, so pumping बिल्कुल slow हो जाती है ना. Maybe you have experienced, कोई से भी area में कुछ leakage आ गया, जितना pressure में वो पहले pump water को pump कर रही थी, उसी pump में pumping में वो pressure loss हो जाती है, so it cannot pump in that pressure, right? So that means total system को वो damage करती है ना. So that's why the leakage would lead to loss of pressure. That means the pumping में problem हो जाती है, and it will reduce the efficiency of the pumping organ, that is actually the heart, right? उसकी efficiency कम हो जाती है. So that's why the leakage को उसी वक्त, right, तुरंत it has to be sealed, right? And the loss of blood must be minimized so that there will be no problem in the efficiency of the pumping organ, that is the heart, right? So this is actually overall. तो उसके लिए एक process होती है, right? That's actually called the blood clotting. कैसे blood clotting होती है? You can see that the blood clot, we already told you, whatever the injured tissues will be there, उसके साथ साथ the blood platelets will be there. I told that if this is a part of the injured tissue, the platelets all together, in nearby all the platelets will come and join here, right? So it will form a mesh like structure, जैसे कि हमारे जाली जैसा structures बनाएगा. And there will be some more thromboblastin or the fibrinogen, some that now I'll say fibers are there, some clotting factors there. We already discussed that in blood it's there. All together they will act on this area and it will be sealed, right? So that there will be no leakage. So this substance they are forming there, that will form a special substance that's called the blood clot, right? So this we are telling that the injured tissue along with the platelets, and that platelets will secrete thromboplastin and all of fibrogen substance and all. They will all clot in one area, that will form the blood clot, right? How the blood clot, I told you it's actually a complex process, right? In class 10 we are not going in detail of that, but this is the process that we have to understand, right? Now the second part, right, we have discussed that medium, the blood, lymph we will discuss later, right? Now we are going to discuss about the pumping channels, right? That's actually that what we say, through which the pumping, that now blood is pumped, right? So that's actually the vessels, the blood vessels, right? So here you can see that there are actually two main types of blood vessels are there, and a minor one, which is actually what we say, part of these two. You can say that the first type of blood vessel is that artery, right? Arteries are there. Arteries actually the large blood vessels, you can see that, which is taking the blood from heart to different part of the body, right? That means heart pump करती है, तो हार्ट से ब्लड को हमारी पूरा बॉडी में जिधर भी ब्लड की जरूरत है उधर लेकर चलती है ये आर्टरी. So that blood must be oxygenated blood. That means then only it can what we say, exchange, transport the oxygen in different part, right? So arteries are those blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood from heart to other body parts. There is an exception. Once we will finish the structure of heart, that time I will tell, right? Now veins are there, right? What do you mean by vein? तो ये सारे बॉडी में एक बार रेस्पिरेशन होने के बाद द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोडक्शन विल बी देयर, राइट? वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हमारा बॉडी से इट हैज टू बी इजेक्टेड आउट, राइट? सो वो करने के लिए इट हैज टू रीच इन दैट हार्ट से वो लंग में पंप करेगा, लंग से वो alveoli में रीच करके इट विल बी इजेक्टेड आउट थ्रू एक्सलेशन, राइट? सो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लेकर आना है, राइट? सो हु विल डू दैट? दैट विल बी अनदर चैनल. ये आर्टरी एक स्पेशल चैनल, सिर्फ ऑक्सीजनेटर विल गो थ्रू दैट. Now that waste, that means that ना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जैसा सब्सटेंस को लेकर आएगा, that will through the another channel, that's called the another blood vessel, that is a vein, right? So these veins are actually carry deoxygenated phlegm from all our body parts to heart, right? So veins are actually carrying deoxygenated blood. Either also where is another exception is there. Again, once we will finish the structure of heart, that I will tell. So deoxygenated blood, it will carry the deoxygenated blood from all other body parts into the heart. Now there is another, the third type of blood cells are there. They are the minute blood vessels. They are actually the capillaries. Sorry, मैंने blood cells बोला, blood vessels है, right? So here they are the capillaries. Capillaries actually very narrow, right? Thin-walled blood vessels है. Actually it is forming, right, wherever the artery and veins are joining, right? So this is actually you can see that wherever the internal junctions will be there. These capillaries you can see wherever the junction is there, where the artery and veins are joining. In that junction, minute, narrow, thin-walled blood vessels, you can see very minute, narrow, thin-walled blood vessels. You can see they are called the capillaries. That means ये minute है, very thin-walled है, so it can very easily diffuse that substance, right? So it will help that the small molecules, gaseous molecules or any other molecule for the diffusion. That means it will help for the easy diffusion of gases, mainly easy diffusion of gases into the cells, right? So through which the small molecules and gaseous are easily diffusing. So capillaries are the region where the veins and arteries are joined. You can see that there will be fine, minute, thin-walled, narrow capillaries will be there, through which the gaseous and small molecules can easily diffuse into the cell, right? And also into that capillary it will be carried again, right? So here these capillaries are actually responsible for the exchange of gaseous, food between blood and other body parts. So actually who is doing that? The capillary is actually doing that. Clear? Right. So these are the main three blood vessels. So we have discussed about artery, veins and capillaries, right? Now we are going to discuss about the difference between arteries and veins, right? This is a very important topic according to the board, right? Board exams, right? Now I told you there are some points that we will discuss only after that structure of heart, right? But still we can differentiate the artery and vein. There are so many differences are there, right? So first one, this artery carry the oxygenated blood from heart to different parts of our body. That means it will carry the blood from heart to different body parts. Now veins actually carry blood from body parts to heart. So that's the first difference, right? So heart से ब्लड को डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स में लेकर जाना है आर्टरी की फंक्शन. वेन का फंक्शन है जो बॉडी पार्ट से जो रिमाइनिंग दैट डीऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड को हार्ट तक लेकर आना. ठीक है, राइट. नाउ यू कैन सी दैट वी आर ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दैट द हार्ट इज द पंपिंग ऑर्गन, राइट. तो वो पंप करेगा हाई प्रेशर से. इट विल पंप, राइट. ऑब्वियसली पंपिंग विल बी देयर, इट विल बी इन हाई प्रेशर, राइट. So the blood in arteries actually flowing in very high pressure. So the blood through the arteries are pumping in very high pressure. That's the first difference. The second difference here. But in veins actually the blood is actually flowing, right, with very low pressure, right. You can see that it is actually coming from that body parts to heart, right. So here you can see that from the body part there will be no pumping or anything. So the blood is actually flows in very low pressure, right. So the veins are actually carrying the blood from the body parts into the heart in low pressure, right. But here it is in high pressure. Now you have to remember, if high pressure it is moving, then there is no need of valve. There will be no back flow. Because आगे जा रही है, बहुत pressure से आ रही है. So it will go further and further. So there will be no chances of back flow. So there will be no valves present in artery, right. So we have already discussed that it will be in high pressure, so backflow will not be there. But what is the case of veins? Veins body part से blood लेकर आ रही है heart से. So it is actually there is no pressure, that nothing is there. So आगे वो ऊपर की तरफ लेकर आ रही है, तो there is a chance of backflow, right? Backflow के chances है, then there must be some valves in that, so that we can actually prevent the backflow. That in artery the heart is pumping, right. So the blood will flow in high pressure, right. So there is no chances of backflow, right. So there is no valves needed. But here you can see that from vein, right. So the veins are actually carrying the blood from the body parts into heart. So there is no pressure is there, right. So there is a chance of from lower part, you can see that from lower part if that blood is taking right into the heart, obviously there is a chance of backflow, right. So there must be valves. That means valves actually acting a flap, right. It will close once the blood will go up, then it will be closed. So beach mein you can see that in the veins there will be valves present, so that it will prevent the backflow, right. Now you can see we have discussed that the blood is flowing in high pressure. High pressure, then there is a chances of breaking of the walls, right. So if we have to prevent that, the walls must be highly, that means thick walled, right. So it must be really thick, so that there will be no breakage of that walls of that artery, right. So it must be thick walled. So that's why arteries walls are really thick walled. But what about vein? There is no pressure, so it is comparatively thin walled, right. That now if you are comparing with artery, it is very thin walled, right. Now the next point we have to discuss here, high pressure it must be elastic somewhat, right. So the walls are elastic in nature in the case of artery, and in the case of veins it is non-elastic, right. Now where it is actually present, most of the arteries are deep inside our body. We cannot see from outside, right. So most of the arteries are deep inside our body. What about veins? Veins actually you can see deep inside our body and also near to the surface. Here you can see that mostly in your hands or anything, you can see that there will be some blood vessels. You can see, right, light greenish blue color, like you can see that that's actually the veins are there, right. So these are the major difference between artery and vein. 1, 2, 3 points we will add later after we discussing the structure of heart. I hope you have an idea about the circulatory system, the major components. Thank you.